Romance. Candlelit dinners, whispered sweet nothings, the gentle strumming of a wait. Is that indigestion? Or maybe a sudden, inexplicable lack of enthusiasm? Let's be honest, sometimes the mood just isn't there. And while there can be many reasons for that, today on the Wellness Lab, we're diving into a surprisingly common culprit: your diet. Yes, you heard that right. Some seemingly innocent foods can actually sabotage your libido, turning a potentially passionate evening into a culinary catastrophe. We're talking about the romance ruiners, the passion killers hiding in your pantry. So, if you're looking to keep the spark alive, you might want to pay close attention. Because trust me, nobody wants their love life derailed by a rogue Brussels sprout. Now, before we get into the specifics, let's clarify what we mean by libido. It's not just about physical desire. It's a complex interplay of psychological, hormonal, and physiological factors. Stress, sleep, and overall health all play a role. But today we're focusing on the dietary aspect. Because what you eat can directly impact your hormone levels, blood flow, and even your mood, all of which are crucial for a healthy libido. Our source material today is an article highlighting 10 foods to avoid for optimal libido. And while some of these might seem a little unexpected, there's often a scientific basis behind them. Let's start with soy. Soy products like tofu and soy milk are rich in phytoestrogens, which are plant-based compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. While soy has many health benefits, excessive consumption can potentially disrupt hormone balance, particularly in men, potentially lowering testosterone levels. It's like adding too much water to a delicate recipe. It throws everything off. Next up, mint. Fresh mint is a popular breath freshener and digestive aid. But surprisingly, it can also dampen your romantic fire. Mint contains menthol, which has been shown in some studies to lower testosterone levels. Now, we're not talking about a single mint leaf here. We're talking about regular, excessive consumption. So if you're planning a romantic evening, maybe skip the mint julep. Unless you're going for a very chill vibe. Then we have licorice. This sweet treat, often found in candies and confections, contains glycyrrhizin, a compound that can also interfere with testosterone production. So if you're looking to avoid any performance issues, you might want to steer clear of those black licorice twists. It's like putting a speed bump on the road to romance. Our next culprit is quinine. This bitter-tasting compound is found in tonic water and some other beverages. While it's used to treat malaria, excessive quinine consumption has been linked to various side effects, including, you guessed it, decreased libido. So if you're planning a romantic cocktail hour, maybe opt for something other than a gin and tonic. Unless you're going for a very medicinal atmosphere. Now let's talk about cheese. Yes, you heard that right. Cheese. This seemingly innocent dairy product can contain xenoestrogens, which are synthetic compounds that mimic estrogen in the body. Additionally, some cheeses contain serotonin, a neurotransmitter associated with relaxation. While relaxation is generally a good thing, too much can lead to, well, let's just say it might not be conducive to a passionate evening. So maybe skip the cheese plate before your romantic rendezvous, unless you're aiming for a very mellow evening. We have cruciferous vegetables, cabbage, Brussels sprouts, kale, and the like. While these veggies are packed with nutrients, they can also cause, shall we say, digestive distress. And let's be honest, nobody wants to be dealing with bloating and gas during a romantic encounter. It's like bringing a foghorn to a whisper conversation. So, where were we? Yes, the romance-ruining foods. We've covered soy, mint, licorice, quinine, cheese, and cruciferous vegetables. Now let's move on to some other dietary culprits. Next up, fatty foods. We're talking about those greasy burgers, French fries, and bacon-laden delights. While they might be tempting, especially after a long day, they can wreak havoc on your cardiovascular health. And a healthy heart is essential for a healthy libido. Poor blood flow, a common consequence of a high-fat diet, can significantly impact, well, let's just say it can hinder performance in the bedroom. It's like trying to run a marathon with flat tires. Then we have sugary cereals like corn flakes. While they might seem like a quick and easy breakfast option, they're often loaded with sugar. And as we've discussed before, excessive sugar consumption can lead to a whole host of problems, including hormonal imbalances and decreased energy levels, neither of which are conducive to romance. So, if you're looking to start your day off right, maybe opt for something a little less sugary. Perhaps some whole grain toast with avocado. It's a bit more sophisticated, and it won't send your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. Now, let's talk about alcohol, specifically red wine. While a glass or two of wine can certainly set the mood, excessive alcohol consumption can have the opposite effect. It can impair nerve function and reduce blood flow, leading to difficulties. So, if you're planning a romantic evening, moderation is key. It's like adding a pinch of salt to a dish. It enhances the flavor, but too much can ruin it. And finally, we have garlic. While garlic has numerous health benefits, including boosting the immune system and lowering blood pressure, it can also leave you with less than desirable breath. And let's be honest, bad breath is a major romance killer. So if you're planning on getting up close and personal, you might want to skip the garlic bread. Unless you're both really into garlic. In which case, carry on. Now, it's important to note that these are just general guidelines. Everyone's body is different, and what affects one person might not affect another. It's like trying on clothes. What fits one person perfectly might be too tight or too loose for someone else. But if you're experiencing any issues with your libido, it might be worth considering your diet and seeing if any of these foods are playing a role. It's also important to emphasize the importance of a holistic approach to sexual health. Diet is just one piece of the puzzle. Stress management, adequate sleep, regular exercise, and open communication with your partner are all crucial factors. It's like building a house. You need a strong foundation, solid walls, and a sturdy roof to make it a home. So to summarize, while food is essential for life and often a key part of romantic experiences, some foods can inadvertently put a damper on your love life. From soy and mint to fatty foods and excessive alcohol, these dietary culprits can affect your hormones, blood flow, and even your mood. By being mindful of what you eat, you can help ensure that your romantic evenings go off without a hitch. Remember, a healthy libido is a reflection of overall health and well-being. So take care of your body, and your body will take care of you. Now, we want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed a connection between your diet and your libido? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Wellness Lab for more insightful and entertaining videos on all things health and wellness. Share this video with your friends, and let's keep the conversation going.